Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Dark Souls 3 The Ringed City. This is episode number 4, being recorded on Tuesday the 28th of March. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, whenever it is you find yourself watching this. So, I do seem to recall that after defeating Lady Elfrida, that the boss room became sort of kindled like this, but I don't remember the room in there having something similar. And what is this? So I guess that's an alternate entrance to the DLC? Maybe we'll test that after we finish talking to the painter, if she's still here. But in which case I can't make a lot of sense of that. If you watched my blind playthrough of Ashes of Ariandel, you may remember me singing the praises of the game designers for... Just checking to make sure there's nothing else going on out there. For integrating the DLC into the base game in such a way that it doesn't fundamentally change what was already there in a really clever way. But this one doesn't really seem to be the same, but it's possible I'm just not fully understanding what's happening yet. I know that this place definitely was not on fire. You okay there, friend? I hope the fire is not making you too uncomfortable here. I can't recall with this build if I talked to her after defeating the final boss, so let's see.
Ashen One, thy gift of flame has taken root, and Uncle Gale will soon bring the pigment, colored like the dark soul of man.
I want to say that that's new, but I'm not sure.
I wonder if Uncle Gale has found it, the pigment, colored like the dark soul of man. I wonder the...
Okay. I guess you're comfy here. The gift of thy flame has taken root. So presumably explaining the fire here. That I don't believe has extended beyond the chapel. No. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But let's see where this bonfire takes us. Unless that was just a way to get them to do exactly... for them to entice players to do exactly what I just did. Like, hey, there's fire here there wasn't before, let's go check the boss room. And then you see this. But let's see. So yeah, it just seems to be an alternate entrance. Perhaps meant to give the player an indication of the recommended level at which we should approach this area? I'm not entirely sure. Shout out to the Mammotim again, without whom I wouldn't have all these extra souls to play with. And the messages here do indeed have the skull faces that I didn't notice previously. Hi, friend.
Strange little lad you are. What on earth do you see in me?
You're a nice lady. So I might as well buy some embers. And a few other things. We have plenty of those, but you could use 3 of these.
Keep your marbles intact, love. At least until I lose mine.
Okay. Let's head back. Okay, let's try the plan that failed miserably at the end of the previous episode again. Which failed miserably not because the plan is bad, but because I so hurriedly tried to kill the guy who's summoning all of these ruined sentinels. And screwed myself up in the process, I think. That's bad. I'm dead. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I should have waited. Ay, ay, ay. Where's I help anytime when you really need him? Interesting that the skeletons are coded as being on the same team as everything else here. Very much unlike the butterflies and the other enemies in the previous area. Okay. And we wait for them all to calm down. We go back up and we run down the stairs behind them. Let's do it. Don't try to kill him. Yes. Oh no! Stupid Black Knight ghosts.
Many of us are by the fire, forsaken. I speak of thine kind and mine. Behold this city. We are kindred, belike two eyes which gaze upon the other. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Sure. Jesus Christ, you are... I mean, I don't mean to judge a book by its cover. I'm sure you're plenty nice, but... Oh my gosh. So... Silver Knight statues here. And our friend who looks like a mix of... the wretches from Irith Hill Dungeon, as well as the blood-licking beasts from Bloodborne. Hi.
One was a wayfaring knight on an endless, forbidden search, Only the abyss granted closure, if not reunion with his beloved. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
So who would be... What is the main course of this feast? Is it me? So...
Many of us are by the fire, forsaken. I speak of thine kind and mine. Behold this city. We are kindred, belike two eyes which gaze upon the other. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Okay. I suppose I'll talk to you later? Thank you for welcoming me. He says that my kind and his are similar. I should have seen that coming. I really should have seen that coming. I really should have seen that coming. Gosh darn it. I've died so many times already. And again, keeping in mind, it's 3:53. Oh. Rip. 3:53 in the morning. I took a nap before I started recording, but still. There's an item there I didn't pick up, but we're gonna come back for it later. My impatience almost got me killed there again. Okay, let's try that one more time. Stupid skeleton tricks are for kids. Don't give up though. I think this is the tower. Yeah, and all the promo materials. Gosh, that scared me.
One.
Alright. Who was the wayfaring knight, I wonder? Are you crow people? Are you Corvians? No. You just hollows? Stock dung pie. In other words, excrement that is tied to a root or something. Is that crystal? I don't know what that is. I'm just watching the sides now. Waiting for another ambush. Whoa! You got lightning spears. Yes! Does not open from the side, presumably? Yep. This place looks somewhat reminiscent to the Cathedral of the Deep. Except for the very sort of sultry pose of the statues depicting primordial serpents. Hi! Would you like to learn about the fire linking thing? Or the non-fire linking thing? Oh, you just want to carve statues of me and my friends? Okay. That is frightening. That is frightening. Okay, what's this bonfire called? Ringed inner wall. It's like similar cloth to that which Gale is wearing, as well as the desert pyromancers. I want to say that they were called desert sorcerers in Dark Souls 2. But I could be remembering that wrong, of course. Ember. We're meant to look down here, presumably. Yeah, those do look like crystals. Man, I'm so confused by this DLC so far. There's so many things going on. If you can't tell, I'm having a blast, of course, but yeah, not entirely sure what we're to be making of everything up to this point. Okay, curse. We're being inflicted with curse. We did pick up a purging stone, but my understanding of the purging stone in this game is that it doesn't actually reduce curse buildup. So it doesn't work the same as it once did. But neither does hollowing, and a hollow gem, which tells us that luck is the essence of humanity. Whoa. Who are you, friend? Has a dragon face for a shield, or a drake, I guess, given the size. Can I parry you? Backstab you? Is a very Dark Wraith-esque armor set. Notwithstanding the dark sign thing right in the middle of the chest. They're like putties, but from Power Rangers, but mixed with kindling and dark race. Gosh darn it. Turn over. Alright. We'll have to get a closer look at that later on. Where did we just come from? I think it was over there. What is this supposed to be? She's carrying some sort of heavy object. A ring, presumably. As is this one. Again, I don't have the slightest clue what we're looking at here, but it is very, very interesting. You are cursed as well. So the curse seems to be from being in proximity to these enemies. The level design thus far is top notch. Top notch. As it almost always is in the DLCs, I think. Oh, you and your shoving move. Your friend shoved me off the cliff after I died like 5 times trying to get to that point. Not cool. Not cool. Whoa. don't want to see what this is that you're doing. Or maybe I do. What was that? It looked like a miracle, and it's a cleric wearing... a cleric with the hump on their back again. Just like Yoel and our friend from the beginning of the area, too. And also, illusory walls, I'm probably not going to find any of them. Just because, again, I'm not playing online, so as to ensure that we're not invaded constantly. And we can keep the pace of the playthrough up. And also, people always seem to get upset whenever I do PvP on camera, so I try not to do that anymore. Okay, that was actually an offensive miracle. Interesting. So I'm going to assume we need to drop down onto the chandelier there. These are like the highest quality Silver Knight statues we've seen, I think. Because the one in Dark Souls 1 were largely more or less just flat textures that were given the appearance of being 3D. There's also a black mist that comes out when we hit those, when we hit the urns. So we can descend via the stairs, but I presume there's something that we're gonna be, yeah, we're gonna be missing that floor there, I think. So let's hop down here. There's another one of those knights there. Whoa. Whoa. No. Not cool. You gotta get out of those, get out of the way of those quick times. Beautiful. There's no remaining stationary in this DLC, at least not yet. Everything is trying to kill us. Where are you, Mr. Cleric? Okay, let's fight this knight here before we deal with those other two. I don't know where the cleric is that was casting those spells. Wow, right through the wall. Gosh darn camera. Damn it, why do they always fall on their face? I want to look at their chest. Oh, it's those same guys we've been dealing with already. As well as an ambush. Moss fruit. I think that's resistance against basically everything. There's another Dark Sign Knights over there. Yeah, some really good, really good drops on these enemies, but not really all that useful at this late stage of the game, at least for this particular build. Seeker of the Spurned. So that is, of course, an NPC because we're not online. Is that Alva? Alva was the Seeker of the Spurned, I think? Yep, it's Alva. Hey, friend. Whoa. Look at that poise. It must be nice to have poise. I guess it's probably just hyper armor. Wolf ring +3. What is he doing with the wolf ring +3? This area is so big. Yep. It's the witch Zully stuff. So I guess they're wrapping up that because they didn't wrap that up in the main game. The purple hat of Witch Zully, who intended to seduce Alva the Wayfarer, but eventually became his closest supporter, spending her entire life with him. The pointed hat is a symbol of heretical magic crafts, and Zully wore hers with an unspoken but deep sense of pride. It is said that Zully the Witch, who was never loved, nor loved another, experienced all manner of misfortune, and yet in the end found her purpose in life. So again, really bringing Dark Souls 2 into this, much more than the first DLC did. So maybe this DLC is just all basically... It's all going to tie in Dark Souls 2 in the same way that the first DLC tied in Dark Souls 1. So... But again, I'm not entirely sure. Although Dark Souls 2 didn't really deal with... Okay, I guess it did deal with the Dark Soul, but it was more focused on the Daughters of Manus and that whole aspect of the narrative, whereas... Did I just hear someone die? This guy's really nestled into the corner here. Whoa, that was interesting. That's not good. That's not good. That's even worse. How are we still alive? Oh, you stupid cleric. I can see why Patches doesn't like you. There's so many of them. There's another cleric that we have to take out. So many sneaky clerics here. Let's go back in here for a second. Let's catch our breath. Alright. We're doing okay. so many Titanite chunks. Titanite chunks that, mind you, would have been very, very useful earlier in the game's life. And less so now. But I suppose... Whoa! Are you kidding me? That was the coolest plunging attack I've ever seen in my life, I think. Oh no! That one didn't work out quite as well. Oh, come on. Damn it. All right. I was lured in. I was lured in by the fancy plunging attack, where we seemed to, like... No! Stay away from me. Where, yeah, we seem to stab it right in the dark of its face. You and your shove attacks. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. Except for the fact that it completely messed me up after the fact. Apologies if I'm not talking as much as you might like, but as my gameplay can attest, I'm getting rather tired at this point, so don't know whether I'm going to do another one after this, but we shall see. Because yeah, it's the annoying thing with me sometimes is I get too tired to do certain things, like continue to record, but not tired enough to go to sleep. So I end up in this middle ground where I'm doing neither. Although that's usually when I tend to do video editing, so. So I suppose today will be no different. So that's where we just came from. A blessed gem. Suppose that makes sense. Did I miss another item up here? Ooh, ringed knighthood. Okay, we're gonna have to make sure we look at that soon. For right now, we have clerics to kill. Hyper armor on those attacks, though. Oh. Oh, that is so cool. Yet it almost got me killed again. Oh, I missed dialogue. Damn you. I just skipped through dialogue. That sucks. Okay. Alright, now let's try to get this one. Yes. So now that I know about the special plunging attack, this area isn't nearly as bad, but still. At the very least, at each step, I've sort of, wherever I've gotten stuck, I've sort of figured it out eventually. Though, again, I recognize that I have left a fair bit unfinished at this point, and that I will need to go back and finish things. Was there an item here previously? No? Okay. Alright, let's see what that dialogue was.
Speak thee the name of God, thine own God, if thou canst recall.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Gwyn.
Ah, then thou'st not forgotten. Perhaps 'tis why we may converse. I am known as Shira, servant to the Princess Filianore, matriarch of the Church. They who are ken to God's name are surely ken to the terrors of the dark. Please, I bid thee take not from the princess her peace or rest. As the fire waneth, does she lie by the dark, all for the sake of man.
So ken meaning understanding. So we understand that Gwyn is God, and the terrors of dark.
Thou'st a kind heart to speak to a captive such as I. It is no surprise thou rememberest our God.
Aw, well thank you.
May I ask thee a kindness? Perhaps thou'st beheld the lone dragon that inhabiteth this city. Medir is his name, and the arch-dragons are his forebears. He once railed against the dark, but was by dark afflicted. Now here, returned, he remaineth, to watch over the sleeping princess, true to the old accord. And yet, I would have thee put the dragon to rest, afore the dark consumeth him, and his vows are forgot. I offer my sincerest gratitude, thou who art ken to God's name. Please, take this. I have asked a thing most terrible of thee. May this token of thanks be of aid.
Well, thank you. So we're going to be fighting another abyssal dragon, it would seem.
I beg of thee, put the great dragon to rest, afore the dark consumeth him and his vows are forgot.
All right. Ask and ye shall receive. So, Sacred Chime of Filianore. A sacred chime blessed by Princess Filianore, matriarch of the church. Filianore's favor knows no boundaries, and this sacred chime expands the range of vicinity affecting miracles that heal, cure, or provide other enchantments. Skill, pray for favor. Works with chime equipped in left or right hand. Heal HP very slowly for a duration of time. Affects caster and those in vicinity. Okay, so we have our next task. Hopefully we have our next bonfire soon as well. So I believe we've already done everything here. Over there is where we got invaded by Alva, I believe. Yeah, okay. Moving on then. I keep hearing the death noise, and from where, I don't know. Because we didn't receive any souls there. So presumably the clerics that were affecting us from very far away were using that chime. I'm going to assume that down that hallway is, or at least I'm going to hope that down that hallway is the shortcut. Oh, crud. Because presumably before, oh my gosh, there's more of you. Gosh darn it. Because I was just saying hopefully we find another bonfire, but I would imagine that we're more likely to find a shortcut. Whoa! A shortcut than we are a bonfire. Oh my gosh, I should have killed all these enemies. Oh, mistakes were made. Oh, there's another friend.
Met the dark with learning, but in the end learned his knowledge was wanting. The world began without knowledge, and without knowledge will it end. Does not this ring clear and true? Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
I don't know what to think of our friend here. I really don't. Like, he seems friendly, but the things he's saying, fear not the dark. I don't know. Oh my gosh, those look like more of his kind. Who again, very much remind me of the blood lickers from Bloodborne. That didn't work. Wow, this is like the forget the highway to hell, man. This is the staircase to hell. This place is seriously not in the best shape. Okay, so the dark patches are clearly their weak points. A fact which you can use to your advantage on the stairs here. Look at all those arrows. Alright. I suppose that's why you have to hit them there when doing the plunging attack, otherwise it'll just, yeah, fall flat like the one that I did just now did. See another crystal lizard up there. Yeah, so it does double the damage when you hit them there. $180 versus $360. Alright, one more to go. Rip. Alright, moss fruit, which again serves as a all-in-one version of the bug pellets, which is of course quite useful to have. Our curse build-up's getting up there. I still have to deal with that knight as well. Because I want to say that the shortcut is probably nearby here. But yeah, let's wait for the curse build-up to run its course before we proceed. Alright. Probably should have buffed our weapon before using that, but whatever. No, crud. Oh, there's so many of you. Gosh darn it. Oh, he's buffed with something. Oh, I forgot that we have the hood. We still need to check that out. Ouch. Where? This area has me so paranoid ever since I said I was at ease. Should never have said that. Never, never, never. The Hood of the Ringed Knights. These knights don abyss-tainted black cloth, with layer upon layer hiding their eyes. This was nothing less than an attempt to reveal that which the Seal of Fire has occluded, a subtle defiance of the gods' wishes. So the thing on their chest is called the Ring of Fire. Okay. Well, here's our friend again. Can't talk to you from down here, I suppose. I want to say we can probably drop down there. Almost certainly because of the first little ledge there. But it doesn't appear as though I was right about this being where the shortcut is opened up. But yeah, I think that's everything. So my recording's at almost an hour, and I do want to keep all of the episodes of this series under an hour. But given where we are, we're going to keep going until we die, or find a shortcut of some description. But first, let's drop down over here. It's 4:30 in the morning. I can hear birds chirping outside. It's pretty hot in my apartment, which is why... Whoa! Did you just teleport? Friend? Say that again. No, not that. Teleport. Yeah. It's hot in my apartment, so I need to have the window open, but... Yeah. Large soul of a crestfallen knight. I'm going to assume this is poisonous. It isn't. That's interesting. Oh, ladder. Screw you guys. I'm gonna go talk to my friend. Hey, friend. What's going on?
One poor girl slew her own kin, but even so was embraced, enveloped by the abyss. 'Twas a comfort that neither moon nor sunless sky afforded her before. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin. One met the dark with learning, but in the end learned his knowledge was wanting. The world began without knowledge, and without knowledge will it end. Does not this ring clear and true? Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin. One, and
Okay. You are an intriguing man. Oh, crystal lizard! No! Trying to troll me to get me to run into that guy over there. Okay, so we got several paths here. One, we can drop down there and go up that way, which may very well lead to another bonfire or shortcut. Two, we can go across the bridge and face off against that ringed knight. Three, we can go through the swamp and see what's going on over there. Yeah, maybe we'll save the swamp for a little bit. Because this person doesn't look pleasant. Alright, we'll deal with the Ring Knight, because at the very least we know what to expect. Oh, there's two of them! No! So yeah, I guess I knew what to expect other than to expect there to be two of them, and for that to be an ambush. So, rip. But that's going to do it for this episode, so thank you all very, very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.